And on watching brief today, my Lord, we have Mr. Pius Katumba Busobozi and Mr. Roger Mugabe. The defense is still the same with Ms. Sarah Awero and Mr. Richard Kumbuga representing the accused person, who is also in court. My Lord, the gentleman and two lady assessors are in court. The matter is for further hearing, my Lord, with PW 15 still on the stand. We are ready to proceed.
Officer, good morning. Remember you took oath yesterday to speak the truth. So you are still on that oath, and so we shall proceed from where we stopped yesterday.
Yes, my Lord.
Yes, Jonathan, please.
James, yesterday you told court a number of things that you did. I just want us to conclude your part of the testimony.
Yes, my Lord.
So other than what you told court
Sibuli Kabaka nti
did you do any other thing in this matter?
Ojeko byategezeza kooti eggulo olina ekirala kyewakola musango guno?
My Lord, as I stated yesterday, arising from the search that we conducted at Chanja, at accused's home, where we made a recovery of 2 US passports. When I came back to the station, I wrote a request letter for the signature of my supervisor, and this letter was addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs.
We are going to go by penny's speed as usual. You wrote a request letter for the signature. Proceed.
Yes, for the signature of my supervisor.
The name?
Detective Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelimo Biata, the Deputy Director, CID. The letter in particular was requesting...
Addressed to?
It was addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs,
yes,
requesting for their assistance to liaise with the American Embassy to verify the authenticity of the 2 passports and any other relevant information that they would avail us.
Interpretation, please.
Gamba okuva mu kunoonyereza kwe baakola n'okwaza mu maka gavunaanibwa Ichanja, baazuula passport 2 era n'awandiika ebbaluwa ng'agiwandiikira mukama we okusaba olukusa mu bbaluwa eyo asobole okuyambibwako basobole okuba nga banoonyereza ku Embassy ya America ku passport zino 2 ezaali zizuuliddwa.
I delivered the letter to my supervisor. She signed it in my presence. after I delivered the letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Interpretation, please.
Gamba oluvannyuma ebbaluwa yawandiikibwa era neteekebwako omukono supervisor we era ne nga waali mu maaso ge era n'agitwala ku Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yes. Proceed.
The letter was received
Proceed.
The letter was received, and the officials at the Ministry of Internal Affairs linked me up with our police attaches at the American Embassy. Whom I kept in touch with. The embassy prepared the response. I was notified of it, and I went to the embassy and I picked the response. That response was filed in the case file.
Ebbaluwa yafunibwa era ne bankwasaganya n'abasirikale abalala abakola ku embassy ya America. Era ebbaluwa neemalirizibwa neewandiikibwa ne ŋŋendayo ne ngifuna era ne ngitwala era kweri ku fayiro.
How can you identify the letter that you say you authored for the signature of your supervisor and the response you got from the embassy?
My Lord, I can identify that letter by the signature of my supervisor.
Ebbaluwa eyo nsobola kugimanyira ku signature oba ku mukono gwa supervisor wange.
About the response you got from the embassy?
Can you identify it only by the signature?
Only
Anything else?
signature? Okay. Most obliged, my lord.
Signature, the date when I drafted it,
When?
it was on 9th of April, 2026.
Anything else?
The contents in it.
Ebbaluwa eyo bwenjiraba nsobola kugimanyira ku mukono gwa mukama wange ennaku z'omwezi lwe yabagibwa nga 9 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 n'ebigirimu.
About the response that you got from the embassy?
My Lord, the response from the embassy was that the 2 passports were genuinely issued to Christopher Okello Onyum. The report,
What do you mean by genuinely issued? Are you talking about authentic?
yes, they are genuinely
Yeah.
issued
Okay.
to him.
Ebyokuddamu ebyali mu bbaluwa gye najja ku embassy byali biraga nti ku passport zino 2 zitwazuula zaweebwa Okello Christopher mu butuufu.
The
Yes.
report also indicated that the embassy had no any known criminal record or any criminal charge against Okello while in the US.
Era mu ripoota eyo yemu mwali kiragiddwa bulungi nti embasi ya America Okello tebamuyinaako musango gwonna gwali gumanyiddwa nti yaguzza mu America oba gwali muvunaaniddwa.
A report further indicated that they had no any knowledge about his mental health.
Era report yagenda maaso n'erambika nti yo nga embassy yali terina kyemanyi ku bikwata oba ku ntegeera ye.
Look at the documents, confirm to court what they are.
My Lord, before me is a copy of a letter that I drafted for the signature of my supervisor, dated 9th April 2026.
Dated
9th April 2026.
Kyenkutte ye kopi ebbaluwa gye nabaga okutwalira mukama wange okuteekako omukono gwe ng'era yabagibwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 9 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026.
Addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Ng'era yali ewandiikirwa kubanga egenda ewa Permanent Secretary.
Does it contain
Ministry of
the request that you have told court?
Yes, my Lord.
What was the question?
My Lord,
Sorry, I missed it.
yes, the request is whether the letter contains the requests that he has told court. About the next document.
The next document is a response from the Embassy of United States of America, dated 13th of April 2026. It's addressed to the Inspector General of Police.
Does it bear reference?
Yes, my Lord. The reference is a response to a request for information to support investigations via Ggaba CRB 026/2026.
Investigation via Ggaba
CRB 026/2026.
Does it contain the response that you have told court?
Yes, my Lord.
Ekiwandiiko kino ekyokubiri yenziramu okuva ku embassy eya USA oba eggwanga eri America ng'eriko ennaku z'omwezi 13 omwezi ogwokuna 2026 ng'era bagiwandiikira inspector general wa poliisi ng'era eddamu nti kwe kuddamu okusaba okuyambibwako mu kunoonyereza ku musango ogwa Ggaba CRB 026 Kasaze 2026.
My Lord, I pray to tender.
Who is the author of the second letter?
Or who signed off the second letter?
The person who signed the second letter is John W.
Yes.
My Lord, allow me spell this name.
Please.
Please go ahead.
A-L-S-U-P.
What capacity?
The capacity of supervisory special agent, overseas criminal investigator,
Supervisory special agent.
agent in brackets, double S-A,
In bracket.
double S-A,
Yes.
overseas,
Is that close bracket?
yeah,
When do we close the bracket after A?
Please.
SSA?
S-S-A, you close the brackets.
Okay.
Then you go to the next is overseas criminal investigator in brackets OCI, close the brackets. Next is a regional security officer in brackets RSO, close the bracket. And consular affairs in brackets CA, US Embassy, Uganda.
Lord, I pray to tender the letters as exhibits. What about on the file?
Who is making a response?
No objection, my lord.
Okay, the request letter, which was authored by Madame Chelimo Beata, Deputy Director CID, to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it is dated 9th of April 2026, is admitted as a prosecution exhibit, and it is marked PEX 12A. And the response from the American Embassy is admitted also and marked PEX 12B.
Ebbaluwa
Conduct.
isooka eyaweebwayo Madam Chelimo eriko ennaku z'omwezi nga 9 omwezi ogwokuna mwaka 2026 yateekayo okusaba ekkiriziddwa mu kkooti ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda oluwaabi era n'erambibwa enamba ya 12 era n'okuddamu okuva ku embasi ya America naye erambiddwa ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda oluwaabi namba 12 ba.
Okay, James. Other than that, did you do anything else?
Yes, my lord. Still in the same search, where we recovered a sanitary medical report. I also drafted a letter for the signature of my supervisor. The letter was addressed to the management of IHK, requesting them to verify whether this medical report was duly issued by IHK. 2, we also requested for the hospital to avail police a certified copy of the report. 3, we also requested for any other information I delivered the letter to my supervisor. She signed it in my presence. And after I delivered it to IHK, it was received. After a few days,
Interpret that, please.
Tera twali tunoonyereza mu maka gavunaanibwa twazuula ripooti z'eddwaliro ezoogera ku mbeera y'obulamu bwe era n'empandiika ebbaluwa n'engitwalira mukama wange nga tusaba eddwaliro nga tuwandiikira eddwaliro lya IHK ekisooka ekakase oba yeyawa empapula z'eddwaliro ezo. Ekyokubiri etuwa obukakafu nti oba ddala yeyawa ripooti eyo ey'obulamu bwavunaanibwa n'okutuwa byonna ebyetaagisa. Era nze kennyini nagitwala ewa mukama wange n'agiteekako omukono era n'egitwala ku ddwaliro lya IHK era ne bagiteekako stampu nti bagifunye.
a response was provided and the hospital administration called me to go and collect it. I picked it and it was filed.
Era oluvannyuma lw'ennaku okuyitawo nayitibwa ogenda ku ddwaliro okunona okuddamu kwabwe era nenkufuna nenkuteeka ku fayiro.
How can you identify the letter that you say you authored for the signature of your supervisor and the response from IHK.
My Lord, the letter I drafted is dated 9th April 2026. It contains the signature of my supervisor and I also know the contents which were in it.
Ebbaluwa gye nawandiika nsobola kugimanya nti eriko ennaku z'omwezi nga
Is he the
mwenda.
same supervisor?
The
Yes.
name?
Detective Senior Superintendent of Police.
Detective?
I beg your pardon. Detective Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelimo Biata.
Ebbaluwa eyo nsobola kugimanyira ku nnaku z'omwezi nga mwenda omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 era ng'eriko omukono gwa mukama wange Detective Senior Commissioner of Police Chelimo era nga mmanyi n'ebigirimu.
My Lord, I pray for PID 6. Do you recognize the document?
Yes, my Lord.
How?
I recognize it by the date.
What is it? What is it, in other words?
My Lord, this is a request for information to support investigations vide Ggaba CRB 026/2026. It's dated 9th April.
James, we are writing. Just mind that speed. Just keep in your mind that you are writing your own words. So, vide Ggaba CRB
026/2026. It's dated 9th April 2026.
and the author.
The author is Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelimo Biata.
Ekyenkutte kyekiwandiiko ekyali kisaba obuyambi bwonna okuyamba ku kunoonyereza ku Ggaba CRB namba 026 omwaka 2026 ng'era eriko ennaku z'omwezi nga mwenda omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 ng'era yawandiikibwa Senior Commissioner Police Biata.
My Lord, I pray PID 6 be admitted as an exhibit.
Yes, Miss Sarah.
My Lord, we have no objection.
Okay, a request letter that was written to the hospital administrator, CCare International Hospital, Kampala, and it was dated 9th of April 2026 and authored by SCP Chelimo Beata, which was formally marked for identification as PEID. 6 is admitted as a prosecution exhibit and is now marked PEX 8C.
Most obliged. James, did you play any other role?
Yes, my lord. My lord,
Proceed.
prior to these requests, I had earlier on also drafted some requests still for a signature of my supervisor, Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelimo Beata. And one among those requests
Yes.
was addressed to the Chief of Citizenship and Immigration Control, Ministry of Internal Affairs. Among the
Internal Affairs.
Yes, my lord. Among the issues we requested them to assist us with, avail information, was one of them was the travel history of the accused. We also requested to find out if the accused has a Ugandan passport, among others.
What followed after drafting the said
Have interpretation first.
Nagenda mu maaso ne mbagira mukama wange ebbaluwa okuteekako omukono gwe ng'eno yali agiwandiikira akulira ku by'obutuuze n'amawanga amalala, ng'era obuyambi bwe twali tusaba mwe muli okuyambibwa okutegeezebwa ku byafaayo by'entambula by'omwami Okello avunaanibwa. Ekyokubiri okututegeeza oba avunaanibwa alina passport ya bannayuganda nga mutwalidde ebirala.
What followed after you drafted the said request for your supervisor's signature?
My Lord, I took the letter for signing. And after,
Was it signed?
yes, it was signed in my presence, my Lord.
Signed by?
Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelimo Biata.
What followed?
I delivered the letter to Immigration.
Yes.
And a response was availed.
Yes.
Ebbaluwa nagitwalira mukama wange ogiteekako omukono era nagiteekako omukono mu maaso gange nengenda mu maaso nenjitwala ku kitongole ekivunaanyizibwa ku bantu abayingira n'okufuluma eggwanga era nenziramu newandiikibwa.
I went and picked the response, and the response was put in the case file, my Lord.
Era nagenda nenzigyayo ebbaluwa eyaddibwamu era nengiteeka ku fayiro y'omusango.
Before you made this request to Internal Affairs, had you investigated by any other source the travel history of the accused person?
Yes, my Lord. By the time I drafted this request, we had already recovered the passports of the accused.
Had you established anything from his passports?
Yes, my Lord. We established that as far as
Talk about yourself.
myself, I established through his passport that the accused had moved in and out of the country.
How did you establish that?
My Lord, I checked through his passport and I was able to see the entry and the exit stamps.
Yes.
Let's have interpretation.
Budde we nabagira ebbaluwa nali maze okuzuula passport z'avunaanibwa era ng'okuyita mu kuzisomamu nali nkizudde nti avunaanibwa yali afulumyeko eggwanga era n'okudda era n'enkizuula nga mpita mu kukeberera passport ezo nga nekebejja okulaba stampu eziteekebwako ng'ofuluma eggwanga ne stampu eziteekebwako ng'okomyewo mu ggwanga.
Okay. What did you specifically focus on
My Lord,
in examining his passport?
in examining this passport, I particularly picked an entry stamp at Entebbe Airport which showed that the accused entered Uganda on 1st of November 2025.
Are you in position to identify that for court in the passport that you are referring to?
Yes, my lord.
My Lord, I pray for exhibit.
Okay, we are giving you both A and B, 11A and B, so that you pick what you
Most
want.
obliged. 11A and B.
Timukwekebejja passport zino okusingira ddala neekebejja ne neetegereza stampu nga avunaanibwa ayingira eggwanga Uganda ng'ayita ku kisaawe ky'Entebbe eyali eraga nti avunaanibwa yayingira mu ggwanga lya Uganda nga 1 omwezi ogw'E11 omwaka 2025.
My lord, when you
In which passport?
passport number A,
Give us the exhibit number.
Exhibit number.
PX11A.
Yes. What did you observe? PX11A.
On this passport is where I observe an entry stamp dated 1st of November 2025 at Entebbe Airport.
Eno passport
Does it have a
gyenkuba
page?
Sorry, my Lord.
Does it have a page?
Does it have a page?
Yes, my lord, it should be page 8.
No, look at it and
Page
before.
8. You first just hold on. Oh, okay. Yes. Which page?
My lord, it's in page 8.
Page 8. Okay. You may return that page to the court and the other passport also.
passport eno eyalambibwa ekizibiti ky'oludda olwabi ekyo11 ku peegi ey'omunaana
That
endaba nti
The page, you don't close the page for court.
kwe kuli stampu eyingira mu ggwanga eriko ennaku z'omwezi 1 omwezi ogw'E11 omwaka 2025 ku kisaawe ky'Entebbe ky'ennyonyi Entebbe.
Yes, we can proceed.
Back to your request to immigration and the response. Look at the documents and tell court if you recognize them.
Yes, my lord, I recognize this document
Yes.
as being the request that I drafted.
Signed by
Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelemo Biata.
Dated when?
7th of April 2026.
Kino ekiwandiiko
Addressed to? Sorry, mine.
Director, Citizenship and Immigration Control, Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Subject?
Request for information to support investigations Vaid Kabalagala, CRB 026/2026.
Interpretation?
ekiwandiiko kino kyenkutte nkitegeera era kyennabaga nentwalira mukama wange senior commissioner owa poliisi byatanga era kiriko ennaku z'omwezi nga 7 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 nga bakiwandiikira director akola ku byabatuuze ne ku nsonga z'omunda mu ggwanga nga kisaba okuwa obuyambi kunoonyereza ku file CRB Kabaga CRB 26 omwaka 2026.
What did you specifically request for in that letter?
My Lord, in this letter, we specifically requested for the travel history of Onyum Christopher Okello, a holder of United States of America passport, number.
You don't have to read the number of the passport. We already have them exhibited in court.
Now, in this request, you described the CRB as Kabalagala, and in your previous testimony, you've been reporting it as Ggaba.
My Lord, the CRB on this request is Ggaba, not Kabalagala.
No, no, no. In the letter, what is there? I just want you to explain why the letter reads the way it is, yet we are dealing with Ggaba, CRB.
How does the letter read?
Request for information.
What is the reference? Just go to the reference.
That is the reference, my Lord.
Case reference, please. Case reference, CRB.
The CRB is Ggaba CRB.
No, what is there? Is it Kabalagala or Ggaba? Because
It is Ggaba.
I heard you speaking Kabalagala.
Actually, he read Kabalagala.
Yes.
Sorry.
So what is there?
It is Ggaba.
Okay.
Okay. Reply?
Yes, my Lord. We received a communication from immigration that the reply was ready.
Yes. What is the reply dated?
Yes, my Lord.
Dated when?
7th of April 2026.
By who?
The author is J.B. Campbell,
Yes.
Acting Chief of Immigration, Chief of Citizenship, I beg your pardon, Acting Chief of Citizenship and Immigration Control.
Interpretation, please.
Mu kusaba okwo twasaba director akola ku butuuze okufuluma eggwanga n'okuyingira bikwasa ku kuyingira eggwanga okututegeeza ku byafaayo bya kutambula kwa Onyom Christopher Okello eyali alina passport ya USA era enamba tugimuwa era bwe twamaliriza twaweebwa okuddibwamu ng'ekwaliko ng'ennaku z'omwezi 7 omwezi ogwokuna mwaka 2026 ng'era okuddamu kwali kuwandiikiddwa Ggaba Kambere eyali akolanga acting chief akola ku by'okuyingira n'okufuluma eggwanga.
James, did the reply provide you the information that you needed?
Yes, my lord.
What information did you get from the reply?
My lord, the information we got from the reply indicate.
We want to put in the content before we admit the letters.
My lord, first I pray to have the request letter and the reply admitted as exhibits, my lord.
No objection.
May I please understand what the attachment, where is it coming from?
My lord, the attachments accompanying the reply,
Okay.
they are showing his travel history.
Okay.
There is a part of it where accused.
Okay, it's okay, I've seen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the request that was written by SCP Chelimo Beata is dated 7th April 2026 is admitted as a prosecution exhibit and it is marked PEX 13A, while the response, which was also dated the same day 7th April and authored by GB Campbell, together with its attachments, are collectively marked PEX 13B.
Most obliged, my lord. May I pray for 13A and B?
Okusaba okwawandiikibwa SCP erimu okudinda ennaku z'omwezi nga 7 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 okukiriziddwa ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda olwabi era ne kulambibwa ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda olwabi ekye13A era n'okuddamu ne biwandiiko ebirala ebiriko ebyawandiikibwa Jebbi Kambere era nabyo nga biriko ennaku z'omwezi nga 7 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 bikiriziddwa ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda olwabi era nabyo ne birambibwa ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda olwabi namba 13B.
From the reply, were you in position to ascertain his last travel history? Accused his last travel history.
Yes, my lord.
Please proceed.
From the reply,
Provide an answer without you
yes,
having to repeat.
the accused, his last travel history was on 28th of January this year, when he crossed from Uganda to Kenya via Busia border. And he made a return journey on the 9th of Feb.
Which
Okay,
year?
he went on 28th January 2026 and returned
On 9th of Feb 2026
Via what border point?
via Busia still.
Ti bunziramu gye nafuna nakizuula nti avunaanibwa okusinziira ku ntambula ze yasemba okutambula ng'ennaku z'omwezi 28 omwezi ogwa January omwaka 2026 ng'asala okuva mu Uganda okudda e Kenya nga yayita ku boda ya Busia era mu kudda yayita era ku boda ya Busia ng'ennaku z'omwezi 9 omwezi ogwokubiri omwaka 2026.
Okay, James, let's try to wind up. Did you do any other thing other than those?
Yes, my lord. I made one more request, still for the signature of my supervisor.
Please give us the name.
Senior Commissioner of Police, Chelimo Beata. This request was addressed to a Chief Licensing Officer, Ministry of Works and Transport,
For which purpose?
The purpose was to ask for information relating to as to whether the accused person has a valid Ugandan driving permit and any other information
Why did you ask for this information?
My Lord, because during our investigations, we established that accused had hired a vehicle and driven it himself all the way from Chanja to the daycare a day before, second, when he committed the offense.
Interpret.
Ekirala kye nakola era nabaga ebbaluwa mukama wange nagitwala mukama wange ogisako omukono mukama wange SCP Kyelimo Byata nga bagiwandiikira omukulu akola ku Ministry of Works by'entambula ng'era twali tusaba okutuwa ku bikwata ku driving permit n'ebirala ng'era kino twakikola olw'okuba nti mu kunoonyereza twali tukizudde nti avunaanibwa yali apangisizza emmotoka ne yeevuga okuva ekyanja okutuuka ku Dekkeya ewaddiza omusango nga 2 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026.
Did you get any response?
Yes, my Lord. We got the response from the Chief Licensing Officer that the accused had only been given a learner's permit, which at the time of request had expired.
Learner's permit, which at the time had expired.
Which at the time of request.
Yes, had expired.
Are we in position to identify the said request and reply you got?
Yes, my Lord, I can be able to identify it by its content, the date of drafting, and the signature of Senior Commissioner of Police Kyelimo Byata, who signed it in my presence.
Nafuna okuddibwamu okuva ew'omukulu agaba pamiti ez'okuvuga nga etegeeza nti avunaanibwa yali yafuna pamiti ey'abayiga ng'era we twasabira pamiti eyo yali eweddeko oba yali yaggwako.
Do you recognize the document? Please tell court what it is.
Yes, my Lord. The document is a request letter
Dated
7th of April 2026 by Senior Commissioner of Police Kyelimo Byata. Subject request for information to support investigations via Ggaba CRB 026/2026. Addressed to the Chief Licensing Officer, Ministry of Works and Transport.
When is the reply dated?
The reply is dated 14th of April 2026
by
by Katushabe Winston.
Katushabe.
Winston.
Please.
Ebbaluwa yateekebwayo okusaba ennaku z'omwezi 7 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 nga yawandiikibwa SCP Kirimo Byata ng'esaba okuweebwa ebinayamba mu kunoonyereza ku musango ogwa Ggaba CRB 026 kasale 226 ng'era bagiwandiikira akulira okugaba pamiti mu kitongole ekyebyentambula ng'era eno okuddibwamu kwawandikibwa ennaku z'omwezi 14 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 nga kwateekebwako omukono Katushabe Winston.
What is the position of Katushabe?
Katushabe is the Commissioner, Transport Regulation,
Transport
and Safety,
Transport Regulation and Safety.
Yes. Chief Licensing Officer.
And what information did he provide?
Mr. Mwaganya, would we first have the documents admitted?
Oh, I am really sorry, I keep forgetting. My Lord, I pray that the documents admitted as exhibits.
No objection, my lord.
Okay, the request letter that was authored by SCP Chelimo Beata on the 7th of April 2026 and addressed to the Chief Licensing Officer, Ministry of Works and Transport is admitted and it is marked PEX 14A. And the response from the Ministry of Works, authored by Mr. Katushabe Winston and dated on the 14th of April 2026, is also admitted and it is marked PEX 14B.
Baluwa y'okusaba yawandiikibwa SCP Chelimo Beata ng'ennaku z'omwezi 7 ogw'enzi ogwokuna mwaka 2026 ng'eyolekera komishona w'ebyoyo enguudo n'ebyentambula ekkirizziddwa ng'ekizibiti eky'oludda oluwaabi era neerambibwa ng'ekizibiti eky'14A era n'okuddamu okuva mu minisitule y'ebyentambula ng'eriko ennaku z'omwezi 14 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 naye erambiddwa ng'ekizibiti ky'oludda oluwaabi ekyo14B.
From the reply, what information was provided?
My Lord,
In summary.
from the reply, the information that was provided is that the accused had been given a learner's permit which expired before he could complete the process of acquiring a full driving license. The information also concluded or confirmed that Mr. Onyum Okello Christopher does not hold a valid driving license for Uganda.
Did you do any other thing other than that? Take back.
My Lord, yes. During the course of investigation, we recovered phones from the accused, which phones were subjected to forensic imaging
Yes.
and as a result we got some information relating to his bank accounts.
Okay, just tell court what role you played in this process.
In this process,
Yes.
I delegated an officer or instructed an officer by the names of Detective Inspector of Police.
We are talking about subjecting the phones for forensic imaging.
Yes, my
So
lord.
are we still on that?
Before we go to what you probably want to say, how did you handle the gadgets recovered from the accused?
I beg your pardon, my lord.
How did you participate in the process of handling the phones etc recovered from the accused?
Yes, my lord.
What did you do?
My lord, I gave instructions for the phones to be submitted to forensics for imaging and extraction of information that could be of evidential value to the case in matter. I mean a case in point here.
How did you give those instructions?
Those instructions, some I gave verbally and some I gave through minutes in the file.
Other than that,
my lord, I gave instructions, like I had earlier on said, to an officer by the names of Detective Inspector of Police, Mpamizo Agure.
The rank?
Detective Inspector of Police.
and the name?
Mpamizo Agure.
What were the instructions?
I instructed him to proceed to court, swear an affidavit, to secure court orders, to enable us inspect and extract bank statements from the accused's bank accounts, I also told him to get a court order for purposes of obtaining a KYC, mobile money printout, call data printouts of the accused's telephone number.
Interpret.
Ekirala kye nakola mu kunoonyereza musango guno, twazuula amasimu agaali agavunaanibwa era bwe gafunika ne ngasindika mu kitongole ekikola mu kunoonyereza ku biba bizuuliddwa binaabikozesebwa ng'ebizibiti, era nawa ebiragiro eri Detective Inspector wa Poliisi Mpamizo Agre okutwala essimu ezo mu kitongole kyekebejja ebizibiti okufuna ebisobola okutuyamba mu musango guno, era nayongera nempa ebiragiro ebimu mu bigambo, ebirala mu buwandiike nga mbiteeka mu fayiro ey'omusango guno, era nayongera nendagira omusirikale Mpamizo Agre okugenda mu maaso okulayira ekirayiro asobole okuba nga agenda mu kooti afune ekiragiro ekitusobozesa okugenda okunoonyereza n'okujja ebikwata ku account, ku bank account eyavunaanibwa, era nagenda mu maaso ne mutegeeza afune era ekiragiro okuva mu kooti ekitukkiriza okugenda mu by'empuliziganya z'amasimu okufuna ebikwata ku ntambuza ya ssente ku masimu, enkuba y'amasimu, call data.
Okay.
Era n'okuba
James, why did you cause
bakubidde.
these investigations?
My lord, I caused this investigation because I wanted to find out what to establish the lifestyle of the accused person we are dealing with.
agenda mu maaso okukola kino okunoonyereza kuno nga njagala okuzuula enneeyisa oba embeera za avunaanibwa ono gwe twali tunoonyerezaako.
Did you also do any other thing or give any other instructions to Mpamizo?
My lord, also in my instructions to Mpamizo, I instructed him to take note of the call that the accused person made to a police emergency line. When he extracts the call data, he analyzes it and look for that record of that call.
Era nayongera n'endagira omwami Mpamizo okugenda mu maaso okwekebejja bw'aba afunye call data oba ebyakubwa ku simu yavunaanibwa okwetegereza essimu gye yakubira kitongole kya poliisi.
I believe that is all.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you so much.
that's all.
And defense, how much time do you need to cross-examine officer? I want to propose a break of about 10-15 minutes. Yes, let's come back at 5 minutes after midday.
Genda kumulamu tukomewo ng'eddakiika 5 ziyise ku ssaawa 6.
I try to tell him like this. So Ivan, you sort them and we mark them accordingly. Let's dive into Mpamizo. Anyway. Kaiba, ono mumanyi. Akumanyi. Ono ffe tulimu okututuukako. Jeff yabagazayo. When did deployment go? When did they tell you? zange enchafu. My bag is not here. But we have many people in your group from Mbarara, so I believe you were moving. For you, for you, you see that. Just bring the bag. Kaskambera mwaka tuweka tulaba. Mukomeo tukole. Kamba. Kabo kalanyani badamba kasubiri. Genda okomyewo jaji tandike. Ono ye twala subidi ye step by step, yes. But you see judges who are as calm as so you drove never takugara wako yamba so bagenda kufuna abereye Bulaya naweereza mwalonda omuntu omukyamu fu abali enrolled kasitobera enrolled nga subscribed anti kyova olaba nti ffe baloya ba gavumenti tubadde twewala Uganda Law Society kati ne batuleetera abayaayi tukiraba so nga singa tubadde tugenda ne tulonda tetusobola kulonda kati muyaaye nga Ssemakati olonda ota Ssemakati okuggyako omuntu atamumanyi olonda otya Ssemakati naye gwe Roger ondabikira nga walonda Ssemakati Auntie, you bear the consequences. Yes. But you see that out of excitement, out of take back. Why? Awaliwo ku Lucozade. Can we get Lucozade? Eh? Bring. Big one, refrigerated with a straw probably. I don't need that much even sleeping. I think someone is not. He wakes up in the night and yes. So abaliwo singa twakola AGM semakadde bweyandisonzera twandironze mulalu munni musooke mukakkane mulabe consequences ezo ezavuyaayo ne semakadde is that an issue for you, how? Okay, fine. Now, it's okay. Now, wait a minute. The issue is, now that you have Semakade, tell me how you are going to stop. You see, let me tell you, Semakade could even be one of the reasons why those weird policies are being prospered. And what is your position? You tell me. Yeah, it's okay. But if business right now, even if you there is one opinion, nobody is willing to even if you are giving a sofa, yeah, because those days when you were in parliament, tinga buli kagambo paraphrase kesupi tulina okuva wano tulina ate oli yabadde completely off. Oli yabadde off. Oli yabadde off. Omanyi actually ani akateeseeko
Hello, good afternoon. Let's settle. The judge is coming in now.
Criminal Session Case number 132 of 2026, Uganda versus Christopher Okello Onyum.
Who is cross-examining?
Apande,
Yes, my lord.
thank you for investigating this matter. It has put the whole nation on tension, and therefore court is investigating to find out the truth. Thank you. Apande, you confirmed to court that you interacted with this person with other two police officers, including Atube.
Yes, my lord.
twayogerezeganya n'avunaanibwa n'abasirikale abalala okuli ne Atube.
You and Atube, you are his boss.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. After interacting with this suspect, he went ahead and recorded a plain statement.
Yes, my lord.
Are you aware that the information you got from him influenced his writing the plain statement from the suspect?
What's the question?
Are you aware the information you got from the suspect together with Mr. Otube influenced his recording the plain statement from the suspect?
So you're saying that the information on the plain statement was influenced by the earlier conversation? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying?
Yes, my lord.
My lord, Atube is a police officer.
Afande, I asked you
He
a
is a
question.
detective
Afande, first answer my
and
question.
an investigator. So his presence when I was interviewing the suspect, I think, or I know, first of all, is lawful, and I don't think the statement he recorded was influenced in any way, if I have got counsel's question very well.
Afande, that's the question I asked you. Was he influenced or not?
He was not influenced.
So will I be correct before taking the plain statement? He had information about the suspect already.
Atube listened to the
Will I
interview.
be correct? Tell me yes or no. Will I be correct he had information before writing the statement? Fande, you are right.
Yes, you will be correct because
Okay.
he was there when I was interviewing.
Listen to the
Yeah,
next
you-
question.
Oba mutuufu okugamba nti Atube yaliwo nga njogerezeganya n'ono avunaanibwa era nga tannakola statement. Atube yaliwo.
Afande, you said you went to his house
Yes, my lord.
and you found no mattress.
Yes, my lord.
Will I be, it is very very unusual for somebody not to have a mattress in his house. Will I say it is very unusual?
Did that come through his evidence about the mattress?
My lord, it's in his plain,
But
it's
then
in
you
his
don't-
statement.
You're introducing some strange evidence. It is not on the court record. So if you have to bring something and you seem to be making reference, then you first introduce that information.
Thank you, my lord. I therefore pray that my land colleague gives him the police statement he recorded.
Saba omujuliza weebwe statement ye gyawandiika.
Are you there?
Yes, my lord.
Okay, look at your last page and the last words. The second last line, the third last line of your statement. Have you seen the word no mattress?
You are talking of the last page of my statement?
It is the second last page of your statement. Then the
Second last, or?
second last, okay, second last page.
Second last page, yes.
Then the third last line.
Yes, my lord, I see it.
You have seen no mattress.
Yes.
Will I be right to say it's very unusual somebody to rent a house without a mattress to sleep on?
It may appear unusual,
Okay.
but that is the fact or the truth I found on ground.
Okay.
Statement yange mulimu nti nasanga temuli mufaliso era kiyinza okulabika ng'ekitali kya bulijjo naye ng'ekyo kyo ekituufu kye nazuula temwali mufaliso.
Afande, what is your experience in investigation? How many years have you spent in investigations?
My lord, I have 5 years experience in investigation.
Okay.
Nina obukugu wa myaka 5 mu kunoonyereza.
In your experience and wisdom of investigations, is it usual for somebody to commit this kind of murder in broad daylight for purposes of sacrifice?
Yes, it is possible.
Is it usual?
It is possible.
Okay, how many?
Tekisoboka omuntu okuzza omusango gw'obutemu nga guno emisana ttuku.
In your 5 years of experience, how many have you come across the offenses committed in that day, broad daylight, in that nature?
My lord, in my 5-year experience in investigation, this is the first case of this nature.
Okay,
However, there are other cases where people have been murdered that I have previously handled.
Thank you, Afande.
Mu myaka 5 gyenkoledde omulimu gw'okunoonyereza guno gwe musango ogusoose okulaba omusango ogukuttibwa okw'ekika kino, naye emabega waliwo emisango emirala egiziddwa mu nkula y'emu egigenda mu maaso n'okuba nga gy'olezebwa.
Afande, there are some unique documents that are on court record already. Certificate of good conduct, document from the Embassy of America saying is of normal mental status and has no criminal record. I do believe that if somebody is issued with a certificate of good conduct, he has no criminal record. Is that true?
That may appear true.
Okay.
Yes.
Omuntu akweba certificate eraga nti yeeyisa bulungi kiyinza okuba kituufu nti aba tazzangako ku musango.
Okay, you are the IO of this matter. Is that right?
I supervised the investigations.
That means you are part of the IOs.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
nali omu ku baanoonyeza musango guno.
Will I be right to say that there is information this person spent some month, 8 to 9 months in Butavika when he was receiving treatment?
Yes, that information is there.
Okay.
Tikituufu waliwo ekyoga nti omuntu ono yamala ebbanga mu ddwaliro Butabika myezi 5 ku 8 ng'afuna obujjanjabi.
Period of how long?
8 to 9 months.
myezi 8 ku 9.
That's Butabika Mental Hospital.
Yes, my lord. Will I be right also to say that you are in possession of information that between 2016 to 2025, he had episodes of mental illness?
No, my lord. I am not in possession of such information.
Sirina kyebimanyiiko ekyokuba nti omuntu ono yaliko obulwadde bw'obutafu bw'omutwe obw'okuba nti yalinga atabuka omutwe mu wakati wa 2016 ne 2025.
Since you are part of the investigators, did you get an opportunity to look at PF 24?
Yes, I did.
Did you read?
I read through it.
And you believe that information is not there?
The information is there, and I believe the author of the information was before this court, and he explained that report, my lord.
Therefore, fund.
Okusinziira nti nali omu ku banoonyereza mu musango guno era nga natunula ku bbaluwa okwekebejjezebwa avunaanibwa, olwaleero nagisoma bulungi era n'ebyo byogera ku ebiri, era nsuubira nti eyawandiika ebbaluwa eyo yajja mu kooti muno n'aginnyonnyolera.
So will I be right to say that if you read that PF 25 and you find that information, you are in possession of the information?
The medical form is there.
Yes,
And
I
the
found
inform-
answer the question.
Yes, the information is there.
So I want to put it to you that it was wrong for you to say you are not aware. Let us continue.
Tikituufu ebyogerwa bya mu ebiri mu lipooti okwekebejjezebwa avunaanibwa.
Afande, in your wisdom and experience of 5 years,
Yes, my lord.
you know the importance of statements that the suspect knows the consequences of his actions. You know the importance.
Yes.
What is the question?
in his wisdom and experience, he knows the importance when the suspect says that I know the consequences of my words, my action.
Okay, let's proceed.
Afande.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So it is very crucial in investigations.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Look at your statement again. Open where it is. You are there?
Yes, I am there.
I do believe you are familiar with your statement.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Will I be right to say the statement that the accused told you that he knows the consequences and the results of his actions is not in your statement?
My lord,
I found the first answer the question. Will I be right to say so?
my lord, during the course of investigation,
I found the first answer the question, then I will ask for explanation. We are going there, Afande. Answer. Will I be right it's not there? Or if it is there, can you read it to court?
that particular aspect may not be in the statement.
Okay.
May not or is not?
I need to.
I found it to be precise. I've read through your statement several times. It's not there.
My lord, that particular item is not in my statement.
Okay. Since you are IO, there are many other statements that the accused wrote. Are you aware that that statement is still lacking in his plain charge and caution statement and other statements from other officers? Fande, say yes or no. You are not aware.
Maybe I need to read this statement and confirm, because these statements were taken by different officers.
That is true, but
Yes.
I want to tell you that they are not there. We continue.
Okello yakola statement.
But in an extrajudicial statement that he made before a magistrate, he apologized.
We haven't reached there. I will ask you about the extrajudicial statement.
Of course,
Wait
you
for
are
question.
quoting all the statements he made.
I say the charge and caution plain statement. We are going there. Okay, if you think he apologized at the time you were questioning him, did you have any proof as to his health status?
At that material time, no.
Okay.
Budde nze wenamubuuliza okumugyako wenamubuuliza nali sinaawo bukakafu bukwata ku nsonga ya bulamu bwe.
You said in court here that he had a police line to call. Is it in your statement, that line?
No, it is not.
Tekiri mu statement yange nti Okello yalina line ya poliisi gy'ali akuba.
Did you read his plain statement? Will I be right? It's also not there.
I read through his plain statement.
It is not there. Isn't that true? Afande, we have many other witnesses. Answer. Kindly answer.
It may be true.
So you want court to write it may be not true.
Officer, please answer the question. Does it appear in the plain statement of Mr. Okello, that issue of the police line? It's a simple question.
My
that you
lord.
can answer.
Are you aware or you are not aware? Please, you want to continue. You may not be aware.
My lord, for now, I may not be so sure whether it is there or not.
Isekakasa saawa zino oba mu statement ya Okello mwekiri nti yalina line ya poliisi.
Okay, Afande, will I be right to say that a knife or knives are domestic common tools at home?
Yes, you're right.
Oba mutuufu okugamba nti akambe oba obwambe ebintu ebikozesebwa ewaka ebya bulijjo.
And you also confirm that the suspect told you he has or is intending to do agriculture in Noya district.
Yes.
Oba mutuufu ogamba nti Okello yantegeeza nti yali ateekateeka okukola ebyobulimi mu disitulikiti y'e Nyoya.
Afande, do you know the importance of lifting the suspect's fingerprints?
Yes, I do.
Manya obukulu bw'okuggyako avunaanibwa ebyenkumu.
Are you aware that yesterday we were told that was not done?
Lifting the suspect's fingerprints?
Yes.
Counsel, you
From what?
rephrase the question.
From what?
My lord, I'm asking him, is he aware that somebody came here yesterday and said the suspect's fingerprints were not lifted?
You are not lifted from what?
To go and examine whether he interacted with the items they are talking about.
Specifically, which item?
My lord, they recovered many items at the scene of crime,
And specifically?
at his home.
Okay, specifically, which item are you talking about?
My lord, it could be the dead bodies, the children he cut, the allegedly cut, the knives, the clothes, all that they talked about.
My lord, as far as the exhibits that were recovered at the scene is concerned, all of those exhibits were properly processed. Where lifting fingerprints was needed, it was done. Swabs were taken, and all of those exhibits were submitted to forensics for analysis, including samples from the accused person.
Kubikwatagana ku bizibiti ebyasangibwa mu kifo ewazibwa omusango byonna byagobererwa emitendera egyetaagisa era n'okutwalibwa mu bakugu abeekebejja ebizibiti era n'ebinkumu ebyali byetaagisa byabaggiwaako nga kojjeeko n'okujja kwavunaanibwa.
Afande, in your 5 years of experience plus wisdom, in case the fingerprints of the suspect were not lifted, would that be dangerous to your case?
Lifted from where, my counsel?
I'm talking about his fingerprints. I hope you know it.
My lord, fingerprints are taken depending on whichever purpose you require them for.
I'm asking.
For example, when we arrest people and we take people into our custody, whoever enters into our custody are always fingerprinted.
Afande.
Secondly, when an offense happens and we visit scenes
Afande, I
of
will
crime,
look for that explanation from you, but first answer the question.
I
Kindly, I look for that explanation. I look for that explanation. And we are going there, but answer this question. Kindly, can you answer the way I put it to you?
Can you repeat the question?
Will I be right to say, in case his fingerprints were not lifted, it is dangerous to your case, in your wisdom and experience?
You've understood the question.
Yes.
That failure to extract fingerprints or lift is detrimental to your case.
yes.
You answer that question.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we continue.
Nkimanyi bulungi nti obutajja binkumu ku muntu akwatiddwa abateeberezebwa okuzza omusango kiba kya bulabe ku musango oguba gunoonyezebwako.
Afande, are you in possession of information from the suspect that at the time of arrest he had a lot of painkillers to include diclofenac, tramadol, and that the purpose were to prevent him from feeling pain?
My lord, during the arrest of the accused person, some drugs were recovered from his bag.
Bwe twakwatira avunaanibwa ono waliwo amakerenda agaasangibwa mu nsawo ye.
Do you remember him or in your file telling you that the previous day he had a lot of pain?
No.
Sijjukira kuŋŋamba nti olunaku emabega